Hello YouTube, this is Tom55 Gaming, and today I'm going to be looking over the I'm going to be taking my first look at version 1.05 of Kerbal Space Program. It was released today, and I figured I've never done a reaction video before, so I just wanted to, I guess, record myself as I looked over all the new additions and such. So this isn't going to be, I'm just going to be playing, so who knows, this could turn out terribly, but we're gonna do it anyway. So I don't have any saves. I deleted all my saves except for one, which I backed up. I didn't move it over because I didn't feel like it, so I feel like I'm just going to, I like the stock flag, let's go with sandbox mode. Sure, I like hard difficulty as much as the next person. Yeah, let's go. Alright, I've got a Gene Kerman. Yeah, I think the VAB is a good place to start. Now, I know that a lot of the functions are based around contracts, so I didn't touch on that. I didn't do career mode, because I'd like to look at those in a separate video. Alright, but as it is, we are going to take a look at some of the new parts, including... actually, I'll get to the spaceplane parts in the spaceplane hangar. So let's just grab a rocket pod. No, big one. The big one. So yes, reskin. There's a reskin of the turbofan. I'm sorry, that is a jet engine. No, there's a reskin of the aero spike. Deft, I believe it's called. Dart, yes. That's interesting. The thud, I think it was, yes, the thud was reskinned as well. Didn't even notice that was going to be reskinned, but it looks awesome. What else have we got? The engine tab is actually starting to look pretty full. But I think those are the only rocket engines. The others were jet engines, which are, again, oh no, I'm sorry, I forgot the Vector. The Vector is probably my personal favorite addition here. It has a gimbal range of a crazy amount. So I just want to take a look at this on the launch pad. Excuse the loading bit being cut off. My monitor is a non-standard ratio. Has a non-standard aspect ratio, which looks kind of awful at times. So... gimbal? Oh, I suppose the gimbal is only active if the engine is active. So I'll cut the throttle and activate the engine. Woo! That is quite the gimbling. Shake that engine. I think that's pretty funny. So yeah, this is from what I've heard. It's designed to have the same 10-degree motion that Space Shuttle, the SLS. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, the Space Shuttle engines did when it was in operation. And to be honest, the Space Shuttle engines were incredibly impressive. I mean, having a 10-degree gimbal range is impressive for any engine. And this is seriously impressive. I love that gimbal range. I'm gonna be using this on a Space Shuttle at some point. I don't know if it'll be soon, but I will be. Alright, now that's cool. I have to love the Vector. Awesome addition. 10-degree gimbal range is crazy. Yeah, so I think that was all the additions for engines. There may have been a couple of extra parts. Again, reskinned spaceplane parts and stuff. But the Vector was the biggest addition for engines. Additional reskins for other things, but alright. These structural pylons were modified, I think, or reskinned. Don't know why I'm trying to put that on that. I should be putting it on, like, the Rockamax Jumbo. Not that I would ever launch this, but, I was just looking through and I saw, yeah, the structural pylons and the hard points. Depending on who you ask, they either go on like this, so you can attach additional. Oops. I have not played Kerbal Space Program in several months. But yeah, they either go like that, or they go the other way. By default, they attach the other way, so I would assume that's how they're supposed to go. Up like this. In fact, I don't know. But that looks fine. Haven't used these in the past very often, except for a couple times. Yes, and there's the small hard point and the larger variant of the structural pylon, which are always nice. Oh, what's this? Sweet! Mark III engine mount. Huh. That's a new part. So what I've noticed is that in the 1.0 point minor version number here, like 1.0.1, 1.0.5, they introduced a lot of individual parts that they noticed that people gave them feedback were missing in the last update. Like I know they added radiators in 1.0.2, I want to say. I don't remember. But they add parts that were missing from the original implementation of the update. So this must be one of them. Mark III engine mount. So I assume it looks like it's a Spaceplane engine mount. So if I just look for a Mark III. Oh, that is pretty darn impressive. Okay. That is designed, I'm just looking at these attachment points. That's designed for the vector engines. Oh, left shift. No? Okay, that doesn't seem to want to, it seems to want to surface attach. I want it to attach to the node, and it's surface attaching. I guess I should probably be in the Spaceplane hangar if I'm going to be experimenting with the spatial stuff. I'll get back to that in a moment. But yeah, that's an interesting addition. Aerodynamics, I'm sure there are a lot of additions here. Probably some, no, I'm not seeing anything. Not in the first bit. Oh yeah, there's some additional intakes and reskins of existing ones. Small circular one. This is for like Mark I aircraft. I'm gonna go ahead and click on the smaller one. Utility. What have we got? Sweet, Convertitron. So I bet you can convert like fuels or something. Oh no, it's okay. It's like it's a much smaller variant, and there's also a much smaller drill here. Nice. So if you don't want to launch a big expensive thing now, you can add a small minor to your base early. I don't know exactly. Mark I crew cabin for space planes. Mark III. Okay, spaceplane part. I'll go over that in a moment. Now there are additional radiators, from what I've heard. So there's these radiators, and then there's edge radiators, which are these ones aren't new, but these ones are edge radiators like this. They don't deploy, but they give you additional radiator power. Let's see. Max temperature. That doesn't change. I'm sure additional information. Okay. Core heat. 150 kilowatts. Max cooling. 2,234 kilowatts. Transfer rate 10%. Cools up to 4 times part temperature. Alright, now this versus this. We'll go ahead and make a comparison on size and stuff. So, okay, so that's interesting. I don't see any significant advantage other than maybe mass. Yeah, mass. There's a slight mass advantage if you use the edge ones. And maybe like if you want to allow space or something. I don't know. Max cooling is greater. Yeah, I don't see any reason to use the edge ones. Maybe they'll rebalance that, or maybe I'm not paying attention. They're the same cost, but one is slightly less massive, and maybe like if you want to avoid blocking off. Well, as I said, they add these things. that's interesting. It won't let you duplicate with right shift. Someone clicks. That's wrong. I thought the modifier key was. Yeah, I thought that the modifier key was right shift, but it won't let me duplicate. So I'm confused. Anyway, sorry. I digress. So, radiator panel. Yeah, I don't see any serious reason. But again, if you don't want to block off your space so you can add additional components and stuff on the surface, I can see why you use them. I just personally don't see the use of them raw, like for reasons other than their shape and mass. There's no efficiency. In fact, it's actually more efficient, significantly so, to use the other ones. So, sorry. Went into depth on a topic that most people probably don't care about. Moving on. Radiators, yes. Okay, that looks like the end of utility parts. Let's look at science. I'm not seeing any changes here either. So let's go to the spaceplane hangar. And I'm probably gonna. I'm gonna want to decrease the volume of Kerbal Space Program itself. I literally just installed this and deleted all my configuration settings. Normally, I leave like music at 30% or so. Voices at 30%, ambience at 30%. That's much better. Alright. Spaceplane hangar. So, what do we got? Alright. So, first of all, there's the Mark 1 cockpit. Reskinned, looks awesome, matches the other parts now. You would not believe how excited I was when Spaceplane, when 0.9, I believe, added the Mark II cockpits. So I'm happy that Mark 1 cockpits got some attention. And where's the inline? Okay, yeah, the inline was given attention, and it was odd that they didn't match. So I think this looks much nicer now. Not a fan of that seam there, but otherwise it looks fine. It definitely matches the other components a lot better. And there's a crew cabin, right? And they both have different IAV, internal views. IVA, sorry, not IAV. Anyway, they look to be. Oh, apparently they also added a bunch of. They finished a lot of the previously work in progress placeholder IVAs, just like they did with Well, yeah, they've been. It seems like they've been working hard to remove a lot of the placeholders they had before, and especially like GUI elements, like the interface elements. I hear they're going to have been completely revamped, obviously, in 1.0 because of the engine change. I'm sorry, 1.1. Alright, so just looking through these additional elements. Okay, fuel tanks, they didn't really add anything new. Oh, I'm sorry, no, they did. They added oh, sweet! Radial holding tanks for ore, which has been missing. And again, they've done rebalancing for a lot of things. In this and 1.1. I'm really looking forward to 1.1. It sounds like they're reaching the point where they've almost added all the features in 1.0 that they want. 1.1, I'm going to make that mistake a lot today. But not quite. So there's still quite a few changes, but not as many as, obviously not as many as when they started. But at this point, they're going into experimentals and testing, so that's nice. I'm really looking forward to the optimization changes. Obviously, I don't have too many problems with things like frame rate, but when I get up to high count vessels, I run into all kinds of problems. So, and everybody encounters this problem, and it's just a problem with the engine. So, any optimizations they can do is nice when you're dealing with high count vessels. So, those interplanetary missions are going to be a lot more fun now. Okay, sorry, back to space planes. I just talked and didn't do anything. So, alright, so they reskinned and remodeled the Juno. Let's see, the basic jet engines got a lot of attention, and so did the, let's see, the Rapiers look oddly lackluster. But yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna line up all the engines they changed. This is new. This is new. This is definitely new. This is new. Oh, that's pretty cool. Alright, this is new. Yeah, that's a lot of new engines. And then I already went over the Thud, reskin, and remodel, and the Vector. I think that's all on the Aerospike. Wow, that is a lot of new. That is 5 new jet engines. That's crazy, and I bet there are several intakes to go with them. Okay. So let's see. The Weasley and the Juno, I believe, were in the game before. They've just been remodeled, and reskinned, obviously. They look fantastic. But I'm a lot more excited for the other, because their stats have remained pretty much the same. So I'm much more excited for the Panther, which is basically designed for from what I think Scott Manley said, it's designed for jet fighters, which is awesome, and it looks amazing too. I mean, just that looks so sweet. And then they added the Whiplash. The Whiplash I feel like was in the game before. Huh. It doesn't matter. It looks new, and it's been rebalanced as well, so that's pretty awesome. And then the Goliath, obviously, is freaking gigantic and amazing, and you can see through the engines. That is pretty amazing. I can't wait to build a gigantic cargo SSTO. All right, this looks amazing. I have to say, good job at good job to the guys at Squad. And also all the modders turned official developers, who've been put, especially Porkjet. Big shout out to Porkjet. I don't know why I am acting as though I had any hand in the development, but Porkjet did an amazing job. So I love the new models. All right, let's go ahead and build an aircraft. I want to build a jet fighter, which is probably going to be amazing. So. Okay, let's go ahead and get a fuel tank in there, and get going. Okay, yeah, and they reskinned the fuselage to better match the, oh, hold on. Mark 0. That's tiny. It's awesome that they have the additional sizes now, but it's microscopic. I don't know why you'd need. I guess maybe if you had an aircraft probe. Come to think of it, that is now totally possible with these smaller size fuselages. So, all right. All right. So, structural. I'm looking for that. I'm looking to see if I can split the. All right. Well, an aircraft of this size does not need 2 engines. So, I'm kind of irritated. It still won't let me duplicate. That's irritating. I'm sure that's a bug, and if it isn't, then I can just rebind the key later. Okay. So what we want is to slap an engine on the back, Panther, because that is frankly an awesome name. Let's go ahead and stick some landing gear on. All right. Shift X and put one on the nose. Alright, that's now landable, I think. First it needs to be able to take off, so let's go ahead and that looks interesting, like they applied new shaders to the never mind. I doubt it's a change. Alright. We need some wings and we need some air surfaces. Some steering. Yeah. I have not played Kerbal Space Program in a very long time. I'm I find that I miss it quite a bit. Alright, that's wrong shape. I don't know about Delta. Delta wings are kind of not the right shape for a jet fighter or a small airplane. Let's go with swept wings. I like that. Center of mass and center of lift. Gotta get them closer together. I don't need to EVA, so I'm fine. Tail. Tail would be nice. Wow. It strikes me how very out of practice I am with Kerbal Space Program. Yeah, I haven't built a space plane in months. A rocket in even longer. Okay, but enough about me being out of practice. Let's go ahead and add some control surfaces. That's the name. I don't know. I couldn't remember that they were called control surfaces earlier. That is not a control surface. I need an elevon. Oh, the vacuum scoops got retextured. That looks much nicer. Though I can't say that I. Alright, that's interesting. They're much better. They're much more in line now. I'm fond of that. Change. Alright. Yes, control surfaces. Back to my earlier bit. Elevon 1. X. Symmetry. Okay, I couldn't duplicate that, which always has keeps irritating me. I need a tail. These are tail surfaces, but I need an actual tail. Flub-dub-dub. Flub-a-dub-a-dub. Where are the tails? Tail fin. Okay, this is probably going to crash. In fact, I know it will. But I'm going to launch it anyway. And we're going to call it George. Because George is a good name. I need to get a 16:9 monitor. I know you guys probably haven't noticed, but or rather I pointed it out several times in a couple of my videos. But that new sound is rather sexy, I have to say. Gimbal's pretty nicely as well. Woo! That took the skies pretty quickly. And I just realized I forgot how to control an aircraft. Alright. Nice lift. So that's good. It's good to have a lot of lift. I need more control surfaces though. Not particularly fond of the way this handles. The way this thing handles. Having those two in the back just isn't. It just doesn't cut it. However, I can never figure out how to properly apply control surfaces to swept wings because of the angle they're at. Anyway, let's go buzz the control tower a couple times. Throttle down, throttle down, throttle down. You gotta get pointed at your target before you throttle up. Okay. Let's throttle up. We're not gonna be doing much. Woo! Oh my! Well, that was disaster. And you know what the sad thing is? I didn't even see who was flying. All right, we're gonna undo that. Let's go ahead and just gonna do a little bit. Right shift doesn't appear to be doing anything. Is my key damaged? No, it's because the modifier is not bound properly. Settings. Yeah. All right. Back in a moment. let's go edit those settings. Whoopsies. Or maybe didn't consider this. Oh! Finally! The modifier key is the same one that Windows users have. Okay. It's nice to have feature parity, even if it's just key bindings. So it's Alt, left Alt. Duh. Let's... Oh, that's depressing. I just killed a Kerbal and didn't revert because I couldn't find the modifier key. That's sad. But, I'm gonna launch Fred again. I killed Jeb. I am a monster. I didn't save, did I? I think I did, actually. Where's Fred? Fred? Is Fred? Oh, George! I'm sorry, I called it George, not Fred. Gosh. Haven't read Harry Potter in a very long time, and I'm still getting those two names confused, despite them not looking anything like each other. Let's see if I can avoid killing Bill. That sounds nice. Lift off! Lift off! Lift off. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna see if I can buzz the launch pad. Whee! Not very close, but hey, I'm not a very good pilot. I am no Scott Manley. That's twice I've mentioned him in my video. Yeah. Interesting. That's actually a decent yaw control. I wouldn't call it amazing. Okay, let's go for an inverse spin. Barrel roll, barrel roll, barrel roll. Oh! Well, we managed to kill Bill as well. I'm gonna go ahead and revert though, because hey, I'm not a total monster. Gameplay. Allow revert to launch. Alt F12. Revert to launch. Okay, let's try this again because that was, yeah, fun. Max throttle. So, from what I've heard, I guess not from what I've heard, but from what I've read, changelog includes. Oh, okay, that was pathetic on my part. All right, from what I've read, thermodynamics have been improved quite a bit in the update. Let's do this in first person. It just isn't the same otherwise. Okay, I don't appreciate the opaque ceiling. I'm used to having a different IVA. Woo! This is exhilarating, isn't it? Okay, that's a nosedive towards the ground. Let's pull up. Oh dear. Haha. That would... Yeah, I think we pulled some serious G's there. Let's watch the G-force reader. G-force meter. Whee! Nosedive! Alright, and then these negative G's are going to be rather unpleasant, I have to say. Positive G's are... Oh, I'm sorry, those weren't negative G's. These are negative G's. Or not. Oh, yes, there we go. No? Alright. By recollection, when your blood is headed to your brain, you're pulling negative G's. So, inertia would dictate doing a nosedive would be negative G's. And yet, I don't see the G-force reader reading anything but 1 or lower. Or 1 or above, sorry. Which would indicate that I'm not pulling any negative G's at all. No red out for Bill Kerman. That is interesting. Take a look at the IVA on the right. That must be like a step towards what they're going to do in 1.1 from the dev notes I've been reading. Whee! Barrel roll. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. From what I've been reading, the devs are adding better animated portrait icons for the Kerbals, which is neat. I really do have to love this new engine. It's nice. Alright, alright. Well, that's it for the new changes in Kerbal Space Program 1.0.5. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video and I get a little bit of positive feedback, I'll be motivated to do some more videos about Kerbal Space Program in the future. So that's it for today, and I will see you guys next time.